Hello. Today I would like to go through what should happen um, at the end of the month. As you are closing your month, what should happen with your accounts? For those of us, I mean, timavanga my accounts are through QuickBooks. Um, Using this sample file here for a pharmacy and would like to go through. So first, I think let us go through this presentation. I call it end of month procedure. So at the end of the month, what is supposed to be done? One, you have to go through your accounts, the receivables, the payables, and also the bank balances. So for those of us ameniti mabanga my medical cover, it means my accounts receivable will be mainly my medical cover. For those who are doing wholesale, then it will be different kinds who take items on invoice. Then you will be checking how much are we expecting from our medical cover. We will just make a simple report from kuyambirira kwa mwezi kufika kumapeto kwa mwezi, like just this month, you just arrange it to this month. We'll go through that, and you also have to check your accounts payable. These are vendors who you are owing. Yeah, so the invoices that you have been paid, all those, and also you have to ensure that my receipts, all my bills, and all of the system. So I'm sure you have a way of knowing what this receipt in our system is in alone. So you check all those kinds of receipts, all those bills, um, and check also to show if they were clearly indicated whether they were paid or not. And on the account balances, so you have to check all your bank account balances. So we are talking of if you have a petty cash account whereby you put money in petty cash, and then as you are doing your expenses, you check through that and check with my balance or match with the actual cash that is in your hand. And withdrawn cash account, for those of us who like to withdraw a large sum of amount from a bank, and then they will use that amount to bank pay several suppliers, maybe a withdrawn cash account. Check if the balance in the bank match with that money, as withdrawn cash account. And in my bank accounts as well, I think we'll go in detail as well in how we can also verify with the banks on my balances. That's how we bank and alike. And I think this will require definitely production of which statement, account statement for the month. We'll go through how we can compare that statement with our accounts in the system. And you also have to check your inventory value, yeah, to know how much stock you have sold and how much you have added, all those kinds. Just checking the value, maybe comparing it with how it was last month, something like that. Yeah, just checking, yeah. And then for us who track tax, we also have to check how much tax we are owing. Probably, of course, the tax is most of the people are after every 3 months. But in this case, just checking kuti mwezi uno tax yakwana zingati, mwezi wa winao, and the other month ndikuti ukapereka tax. My accounts payables, I've already said they paid and unpaid. And on the reports, you also have to go through the reports, check your profit and loss. And there is also a balance sheet. I'll make a video on how you can interpret the balance sheet, the company financial balance sheet. And also statements for cash flows. My bank accounts are how money is being spent. So you may choose to print the ledger kuti uone kuti ndalama zimayenda bwanji, checking ma deposits versus ma expenses amene ndalama zimene zimatuluka. Now coming back to the video about reconciling my accounts, I would like kuti tipange base our discussion much on reconciling accounts for today. Usually, as I've said, this one will require you to upeze ukhale ndi chani bank statement, and that bank statement basically I think it takes this form. You usually have date, reference number, description, value. That's my head as many as in data. So you have permanent bank pay attention, it's per debit and per credit. So you know the debts are the ones that are my payments, and my credits are the deposits. So my debts are makhala akupanga reduce the account balance, my credits are makhala akupanga increase the account balance. My description, my reference number. Yeah, so I have a sample which in here. This one is a sample account statement, National Bank. In this case, you see we have the book date, reference, description, value date, debit, credit, and closing balance. So actually, it means by this date, so this is from date E to this other date. So by 2 mwezi wa 6 to by 7 mwezi wa 6, just masiku jeba. But in that case, then you will have to request for a whole month. So from by 1st, by 30 or by 31st. So this procedure mwedu kupangai ikuyenera izipangidwa pa tsiku lomalizira la mwezi. So if it's per 31, then you do per 31. If it's per 30, you do per 30. So pa nthawi imene yandero apanga request your bank statement, then you will be checking these things against the system. So I'm switching to the system, QuickBooks. Now, back to the system, we have these account balances, but when it comes to reconciling, under section ya banking we have reconcile, or you can use the banking menu mwamba umu, banking, and we have also reconcile here. These two will take you to the same window. Now, first make sure you have selected the correct account in which you want to reconcile. So here we are taking a sample of National Bank, and we have this ending balance. This, the beginning balance. This beginning balance is the balance mene unabanga reconcile last month. So this is 5.5 million, and as you can see here, there's National Bank. It's 5.580 million. So this value and the value in the ocean, this value is what our system is tracking. Well, this value, the value, let's say last time umabanga reconcile, and utabanga reconcile nalegezera pa value iyi. So that was the ending balance year last month. So this is July 2023. Let's say by 31st July 2023, balance yake ilimwa kuti something like imene tuliona ugu. The ending balance is this one, 1.1 million, but ending balance ya mwezi wa June inali 5.5. So this is the ending balance ya mwezi wa June, which is the beginning balance of mwezi wa July. So you just cross check kuti it's the same, kuti kuyambira pofanana. So this amount ikuyenera kufanana ndi the one that is at the beginning here, the one at the beginning of your account statement. Now here on ending balance, we are talking of balance imene ikuoneka pa statement yomalizira. So usually it's written here. So available balance, that's the available balance. And if I can go to the last page, 1108, something like that. It's the same as this one. So that's the one at the very much end, like pa 31 balance yake ndi bwanji. So kumapeto kwa account statement, you take the amount uyilemba ukoko. So I will just do a copy just to save time. So copy, and then I'm pasting it here. So that's actually the ending balance we are talking about. Now, enter any service charge or interest earned. So basically, ku bank kumakhala ma charges, whether it's in Pamba, in the bank account as well, so you might like bank balance, because all these bank accounts are going as bank balance. Pamba, Eco Bank, and Airtel Money, so says bank balance. So that is finally what the system is saying. So we have my service, my charges. So my service charges, so if there are those service charges in the statement, or the charges that you know Kudi Bank charge every month, you can put them there here. So let's say my service charges, it's 3,500, and on your account here, it's like Makao Kusanka expense account. What class of expense is that one? So this one, just search bank service charges. It's there by default. So, and from there, then you will have my interest end. If the bank gives you some interest at the end of the month, they do something there. But if it doesn't, then it's assume, let's say yatibatsaga interest ka 1,300, because any amount ingabangidwe skip, it will affect the reconciliation process. So so this one is interest income here, interest income. Yeah, so these are accounts, my expense accounts, so I'm a callable in system in iOS by default. Maybe if you don't have, then you may have to create them, or you may ask me. I'll guide you through how you can create those accounts. So from here, maybe I'm done with filling this one. Then the real job goes here, so my system is not showing a lot of things here, but it was supposed to show a lot. Compare this system, maybe because you have been using it, this and that, you're going to want to. So we have two tables here. We have this table, checks and payments, and we have another table to the right here, deposits and other credits. Now, ababa bazibangidwa list date ndi transaction yake zizikhala list uko kukhala list yama transactions. Now this is where the account statement comes in place. Let me view it properly here so that we may be able to see. Yep. Now, you see we have my transactions here. This one is a credit, meaning to say it's a deposit. So you check, could it deposit with reference number, description, whatever. Description when depositing. You check, is 63,000 deposited by Jagu with this reference available in your system. If it's available in your system, you come here and check it ujonga, and then you check to another deposit, then ujonga so kumbali ya ma deposits check. So you check my transactions ngatalipo. And now on the checks and payments, we are talking of my debit, which are in this line debit. So you check 12,054 kwa 84 tambala. Is it appearing ku my debits? If that one is appearing with the exact description as well, you check it. Uijonga, you ujonga with my little check marks here. Ucheka also the other one, 241,096.80. Ucheka also ngati yapezeka. So you check all those deposits amene apezeka mu statement, and they are also available in your system. Uzika uku, and then macheki amene apezeka so macheki ni ma payments onse, in this case ma debits onse uwapangaso chani, uwapanga check amene apezeka. At the end of the day, what we want to achieve is what in difference imene ikuoneka munsi umu ikhale zero. But in this case, our difference is negative 4 million something. This one is not intended to be a balance because I haven't done my transactions in this one. If you are finding it confusing, you can let me know so that we can go through it together, reconciling your accounts. If it doesn't balance, then you have to go an extra step on the you can still reconcile if it's not balancing, but the balance will be is also the system, the accounting system, because at the end of the day, man, out is banking balance. See, you have my charges also mwajosa, my interest also mwapanga adi, my deposits also abangidwa likodi, my payments also abangidwa so likodi. So everything has to balance. So after mukapanga balance, then you say reconcile now. Now I'm leaving this one. Checking another one. Let me just go through and check another one. Let's say Airtel Money. Maybe this one has some things. Let me continue. No, this one doesn't have. Anyway, so thank you so much for listening. I think if you have any challenges in reconciling your accounts, you can contact me. You have my contact number, so you can get it through description mini fancy on this video. We can go through it together, and it's important we have to reconcile our accounts each and every month. Otherwise you end up after maybe 5-6 months kuzadaba kuti kwa account wako kukuoneka the system is showing you 20 million, something that you don't have in your bank account, and then you begin to wonder what was happening. So to avoid that, please pangani kuti muzipanga, make it a point kuti muzipanga every month. Thank you so much for your time.